to the city streets, we began to feel the fire.
Alright, welcome back to Funny Computer Up. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to trace an image. Okay, how to trace an image. Tracing an image means removing the background of an image. Okay, let's say let me just delete this image. I will import another image. Let me add a new image. What am I going to add now? Okay, this image that is here. Or let me look out for another image. Okay, let me open my own. Um, okay, I think all the images that are here are there's background. I'm looking for one that has no background. Okay, I think let me select this. I click on import. Don't worry, I'm still going to teach you how to add image. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, let me just play this one here. Okay, so this is the image. So anytime you want to remove the image, the background of an image, just duplicate the image, make the image to be two. Okay, there is no problem. I'm still going to show you how to duplicate an image. Just to duplicate an image is just like this. How to duplicate, let's say, an image or a text or wherever. You just select this. Okay, once you select this, um the easier way is just select this and then come up here. You click on copy. Can you see this? Click on this and then click the next one that is beside it. If you observe, the next one is not visible, but now it's now clickable. So paste. Okay, it's now double here. I'll just select this one and move it by the side. Can you see now? It's now double. So this is just the easier way. I'm still going to do a separate video that will, I'm going to teach you duplicate and all that. Then you're also going to see more ways to duplicate a text, an object, or even an image. Okay, so that is it. So the more reason why we make our image to be two is this, so that whenever you are removing the background of this image, if I mistakenly cut out my ear, I will shake the main image and know that, okay, oh, my ear is like this, but this one that I'm tracing is not the same. So obviously I have removed some part of it. So that is more reason why you duplicate it. So once I've duplicated it, I'm going to zoom. I'm going to zoom it. Let me just zoom the two, but mostly we zoom one. Okay, let me reduce the zooming a bit. Okay, so that I'll be able to see other things. Okay, so remember when I started treating the tools, I told you there is this particular tool that you can use to trace an image, right? Which is shape 2. So I'm going to come up here, look out for shape 2. This is shape 2. So if you're not able to see shape 2 here, just click on the arrow that is below any of the tools that you are seeing up here. Then you look out for shape 2. Can you see shape 2? Or you can even place you can just place F10 key, okay, key F10, and it will automate shape 2 for you. Then once I click on shape 2, first of all I have to select the image that I want to crop. So this is the one. I select it, click on shape 2. Can you see now? If you observe, when I click on this image, can you see the transform of this image? 1, 2, 3, and then other ones that are below too. So once I click on shape, you observe that this transform will no longer be there. It will change to another thing. So I click on shape 2. Now can you see now? Okay, so like once it has changed to this side, this type, and if you observe, my cursor is just scanning shape to right. So I'm going to come here. Once you place your cursor on this edge, what you're going to do is this: place and hold your left mouse button and then drag. So I'm just place my cursor here, just like if you place your cursor, you just click here and drag. Can you see what I'm doing? Just click and drag, something like that. Okay, just, yeah, for example, just like you just click and then drag. But this one, you're going to place your left mouse button, you place and hold it. You place and hold it. Can you see what happened now? I'm going to drag. Can you see now? Can you see what's happening? Let me just leave it this way. Can you see now? Okay, so I can decide to drag to this way too. Can you see now? So I can decide to drag from here and leave it this way. Okay, let me zoom more. Let me zoom only this one, so you can see how it is now. So if you observe, I'm only seeing the, let me zoom off so you see how it is. Okay, can you see how it is now? Okay, so I'm only seeing, okay, I'm seeing both. So the next thing is that I'm going to click on the shape tool again. I'm going to click on this. Can you see? I'm going to come here. Remember, I don't want to remove any of my body, whether my clothes or whatever. So maybe let me just place it here and leave it. Can you see? So my head is still intact, my body, everything is still showing, right? Remember, what we are removing is the background. So all this background that is here is what we want to remove. So as it is now, I'm going to zoom this thing. I'm going to zoom the head. Remember, I've taught you how to zoom, right? So I'm zooming now with my key selection. Something like you just press and hold your left mouse button and then just do as if you want to draw a rectangle. Just draw it on the part that you want to be make big. So I'm drawing, you can see just the selection that I'm making here. Okay, I want this part to be more bigger, that is why. Okay, so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So once I'm through, remember my cursor is still calling zoom to right. So I'm going to click on shape 2 again. So I come here. If you watch now, if I drag this thing, let's say if I drag from here now to this, can you see it is now touching my head? If I just drop it like this, do you see now part of my head has been cut off? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it backward, leave it this way, then put it, so let it just touch a bit here. So another thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to block this part. I'm going to block it. To block it is this: just once you place your cursor on the edge and your cursor changes to this, let me show you. Like, I want the more reason why I'm placing it this side for you to see something like the sign that my cursor is showing. Can you see this sign, this S sign? Can you see this S sign? Yes. Once your cursor changes to this S sign, you then double click on that point. So that is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do it here, but let me just create the point here, then I'm now do it here so that you see what is going to do. So once it changes to this S sign, I will just double click. Okay, so I've created a point here. Can you see there is a point here? There is now a point here too. Can you see there is a point here? Okay, so as you're seeing this point that is here now, if I drag this thing, can you see now? Can you see now? So being I've dragged from here, if you observe, this part is no longer moving because I have blocked this part. I have blocked it. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to block this by once my cursor changes to this letter S, I'm going to double click here. Okay, so that once I'm moving this one, can you see now? Once I'm moving this one is no longer following this point because I have added a point here, so I blocked it. So I can decide to take my time, okay, and move. Okay, so I believe you understand now. So this is what we keep on doing. So I'm going to come here, draw like this. Can you see? So I draw like this. draw like this. Can you see now? So as it is now, if I let me zoom this more. Once I've zoomed this, so the more reason why I'm zooming is for you to see it clearly, right? So as it is now, if I drag from here, remember anyone that you want to drag, make sure that your hand is on your left mouse button, the left one is not the right end button, is the left mouse button. Press and hold it, and then you drag. Can you see? If I drag like this now, if you observe, let me just drag to this point now. You observe that this thing also cut out my hair. But can you see? So I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to pull it back. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to let me drag it more inside. Okay, I'm going to come here, double click. Remember, once your mouse changes to this letter S, you're going to double click. Can you see? I'm going to double click, so I'm going to create a point here. So being I've created a point here, if I drag this one now, this part will not follow it. Can you see? I will not drag. Can you see now? I'll drag and move it toward this so that it will just, because if I just drag like this, can you see, it will also touch part of my hair, but I'll just move my cursor this side so that it will just do it this way. So I'll come here, create another point. So as it is now, obviously the main point that I'm using is this. So and there is no other point here except this one. So and for me to keep on using this one, it's not that bad, but I can decide to leave this one like this. Then I keep on creating a new point. I can decide to create a new point and drag it inside, create another one, drag it inside, create another one, just double click, make sure that there is that S sign on your cursor before you double click. Okay, if the S sign is not showing, you cannot create a point even when you double click on it. So can you see what I'm just doing? This is just the simplest way. Can you see? I'm just doing it bit by bit. Then I'll come here, draw this one, then I'll create a point, just doing it bit by bit. Okay, as it comes down, I'm going to use this scroll bar, then go up. I decide to use this one, just draw it like this. Then I use my bit by bit method again. So this is how we keep on doing it. This is how we keep on doing it. So this is actually what many has been using, but just know now that there are now easy ways, right? There are now easy ways which I'm going to open up those ways for you. Okay, many graphic designers don't make use of this method again. We don't stress ourselves doing this thing again, trying to remove the background of an image. We just take our time to, we just use the easier way, just within 5 minutes. It's not even reach up to 5 minutes. Within 2 seconds you see that the background of your image has been removed. But since we started this thing, has it not passed 2 seconds? So if you observe now, I want to crop this part. So what I'm going to do, I'm just leave this one as it is. Then I'm going to come here, add this one. Then I can create a point here. I can create a point. Then I use that point to go inside. Then create another one. Use that one to just for this part. Then later we're going to do this one very well. So I can come here, create a point here, then use this one. I can come closer so that it will not be, because if I just place it this way, it will, if you observe, some of my clothes are out. So I can just come closer so that it will not get most of my clothes. Okay, so that is what we keep on doing. That is what we keep on doing. I'll use the scroll bar. can still move this one out just like this. Okay, double click, keep on adding it. Don't mind the all these things. We're still going to adjust it and make it look amazing. Okay, so in most cases some persons will just be adjusting it immediately. Okay, just when they trace, they will just make it to look amazing immediately. But for me, I can decide to just leave it that way. Then when I'm through, I will then adjust those things. So I can create a point here just to block this part. Then come here. Because if I did not create a point, if I just come here and drag, it will touch the other side. So that is more reason I created that point. I believe I've done justice and to explain more reasons of creating that point. Just double click. Okay. Okay, just keep on doing it. So if you're watching this video on YouTube and you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly smash the subscription button below this video and turn on the notification bell beside it. Just once you click on that subscription button, you can see a bell that is beside it. Click on the bell again. So I have to do control, or I can just this. Okay, click on the bell again and turn it to be on all. The more reason why you are selecting all, it means that all the videos that will drop on this our channel, YouTube will send you a notification that we have dropped an amazing tutorial. Okay, that will help to keep you updated instead of you missing our tutorials. You can do that right now as I'm tracing this image. Okay, we keep on. So this what we keep on doing, just one after the other. See, take your time to watch this video to the end. And not just that, take your time to do this thing. Do it. Don't just say I know an application that can remove image for me. Because of that, let me use the application. I know the reason why I'm doing this. I can decide to now show you an application that can just do that just like that. But I know the reason why I'm doing this for you. As somebody that is learning graphic design, you need to know, or don't just jump into the higher ones and or even the smallest one begin to learn. So I'm going to zoom out this so that we can going to see what we have. Can you see what I have? That's what I have, guys. It is not amazing. So we have been able to pull out this part. So it's remaining this part now. So I can still decide to zoom again. Zoom like this. Can you see what I'm just clicking? Okay, select my shape tool. I'll block this part. Let me also block this part. Let me just block this part because I don't know what is down there. So when we now get down there, we'll now know how to do it. So I'll come here. Okay, block this part, block this part. I'm going to block this part. My eye. Okay, the more reason is just to zoom this thing more. Okay, then so that you can see what we are doing. So don't try to jump into the shortcuts. Learn this, get an image and practice. Get an image and practice. This is what I'm doing. Oh, sorry, there's a mic here. I didn't even see the mic. So let me just, okay. Then I'll put it this way. Okay, let me block here. Um, okay. So let's come down and see what we have. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so we are coming. So can you see what we have now? Just let me just zoom down. Let me just zoom down. Can you see it's just remaining this part? Okay, so that is amazing, right? So the next thing we have now is just we are going to finish up this part, then we now curve the other parts. Okay, so I have to zoom this again. Zoom this part. um Let me zoom this part. Sorry, I have to zoom this. Let me zoom again. Okay, let me zoom like this. Okay, click on it again. So we're almost done. Okay, so now use the scroll bar, come down. I have to that's what I'm doing. Okay, guys, how I just used a point and then drag it inside. So we almost through. So going to clean up this, then when we are through now we're going to work on the edges. Let me just put this one, make it to be on the straight line. Okay, when it gets to this part, you drop it. Don't just drop it as it's like this. If you look at the horizontal, make it to be on the straight line, then drop it, and then come here. Let's begin to fill out these parts. Then I'll click here. There's a point here. There's also a point here. So I can just double click this part and to fill up. Can you see what happened now? Okay, so we are through. So can you see now? I'll be able to remove the background of this image. Can you see? So I can watch closely, watch the two. Can you see? I think we are able to do justice. So the next thing now is that the edges, if you look at the edges look like, some persons have been able to see some design. Some persons will just do something like this and they will just use it to design something. But don't be like them, please. So when you are through removing the background roughly, just click on the shape tool again. This is what you are going to do. We are going to curve the edges now. So once you get to this part, let's say this part, if you look at this part, it's just like a line. So once I click on this, Can you see this curve that is here? You click on curve. Okay, or you come here, double click on it. Can you see now it has curved? I'll come here. I can right click. Once you right click, you can see to curve. As select to curve. Okay, so then double click to now curve. Can you see what is happening now? Okay, so that is it. Or another way is you can just look out for 3 points, 3 points, like you select the 3 points, and then press delete on your keyboard. Can you see what just happened? So even as it's like this, I can just come here, double click on this. Can you see this arrow? There's an arrow here, there's an arrow here. I can use this middle dot, drag it inside, use this particular arrow. I can use particular to draw upward if there is something that it is being cut off that I want to add. Okay, so that is the work of the arrow. I'm bringing it up so I'll make sure that everything is in. Okay, or I can decide to just go back, leave it as it were. Okay, so this thing is like this. I think this one is even more okay. Or I just make it select the tree that is here. You place delete on your keyboard. Can you see now it has curved that part? Come down here. You see how these ones are? I can just like click on to curve, come here, double click so that it will curve, but there should be a space here. Okay, so all these ones, this is just an air. So in some cases you can just use your hand to make it look somehow, because it's over you'll not be able to get the exact hair. So you can select this, click on curve, double click, and I think I can leave it this way. Then come to this edge, click curve, double click. So that is how we click on this. Just mark it, select, place David on your keyboard. Can you see this part is curved? So can you see there's a black background here? I can decide to double click, then move it inside. Just let me zoom so that I can be able to see it. I can move it inside. Okay, then here I can just click on this, click on curve, just double click so that it will curve itself. This part is not yet curved. Okay, it's curved. Okay, so that is how we keep on doing it. Then come to this mic, can just select the 3 dots, then press delete on your keyboard. Can you see now it has curved that part? Then this one, can decide to click curve, just double click. Okay, this part too, can decide to click curve, double click, curve. Then if you observe there is a black background here, can decide to double click on it and then use this arrow, just pull it inside a bit, then pull it out. Okay, it's still showing. I can decide to use the zoom. Can you see now? Okay, so that is it. This part, can click on zoom, shape tool again. Can select this part, click delete on my keyboard, then select it, move it inside, come here, can select this part too, place delete, select this one, move it inside. So I can decide to use this arrow to drag. Can you see? Use this upper arrow to drag. so it could fit in to that edge. Okay, so I'm not going to do all of this, but I believe you have understood how to work on the edges. So I can just select this, place delete on my keyboard, select this part. Okay, this one can just be as it is because the cloth itself is a bit lump. Okay, I can put this one a bit inside so that there will be no black background on the cloth, on the white clothes. Okay, you can just work on it. The other thing is that you come here, click on all the edges, double click on it so that it will be curved. Click curve, then double click so that the mouth will be curve, then you double click. So that is all you're going to do. um so that is it. Okay, so that is it. So the next thing we are going to do now is, if you watch this image, you can see there is a background that is here. There is a background. This is a background, right? Let me zoom out. This is a background. This is a background. This background now is what we are seeing at this my hand. I just place my hand upwards. So this is the ties on this background. This is what is here and it's reflecting here. So we're going to work on removing it. So to remove it now, we are going to use another tool. We are not going to remove it as we are able to remove the outer part. If you watch this background now, there is nowhere to enter. If we want to follow this way to enter into this background, we are going to remove some of my hand. So there is nowhere, everywhere is closed, so it's just a closed background. So you'll be able to ask yourself the question, how can I be able to remove a background that is closed? So this is the way to do it. So let me just zoom this part. Let me just zoom it. So we are going to use this tool called pen tool. Pen tool, look out for pen tool. Pen tool, look out for it. Can you see it here? Pen tool. Okay, menu, you can use pen tool to draw anything. You can use it to draw a rectangle. You can use it to draw anything. You can even use it to draw anything. As you are drawing, you can curve. Oh, sorry. Okay, can you see it? You can curve. Let me just drop it. Let me drop it so that. Okay, so you can use pen tool to draw anything. Let's say I want to draw something now. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll just draw something. Then I want to curve it. I'll just press and hold my alternate key. Press and hold my alternate key and curve. Okay, but before you drop it, you have to come and make the last one to meet the first one. This is where I started, so I have to come and click where I started so that to be able to be a shape. I can decide to add color to it. Can you see? Okay, so that is it. I'm going to delete this now. So this is what we are going to do here. This is what we are going to do here. I'm going to click on the pen tool, come here, just trace the shape of that background, tracing the shape of the background. You can even use eraser. So this is where I started, so I'm going to click that box that I started with, that point. I'm going to click on the point. Can you see now it's no longer carrying anything, so I come here and drop it. So the next thing I'm going to do here, you need to pay lap attention, and this thing I just did now, there's a property we are going to use in order to be able to remove this background. Okay, which I'm still going to do a separate video of those property. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this. If I select this thing, I can start to add it any color. Can you see? So I can start to add it any color, but let's say we can start to add it white color and remove the outline, but it still have not removed the background because I can click on this thing and move it aside. Can you see the background is still there? So but what we want to do is I want to remove the background. So let me just remove the color. Let me add the outline that is there, then I'll remove the color so that we'll be able to see the background that is there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select the shape that I've created. Then I'm going to place and hold my shift key. You know where your shift key is on your keyboard. Just place that your shift key. Don't remove your hand. Place it, hold it, and then click on the board. You know, this is the main image, right? And this image and the background is together, only that this shape that we added is just separate. So I'm going to click on the image. So anywhere, just select the image. Do you see what happened now? This thing will come up. This thing that you are seeing here. This is the first one is weld, the other one is trim, the next one intercept, simplify, front minus, back minus front, and all that. So I'm still going to teach you all these things, but on this particular one now we are going to use in trim. Okay, we are going to use trim. Trim means it's a cut out a portion of an object by using the shape of another object. So I'm going to click trim. Remember, I'm still holding my shift key. Okay, don't remove your hand from your shift key. First of all, select this shape that you have created here using pen tool. Once you click on the shape, you place and hold your shift key. The key shift key is on your keyboard. You place it, hold your hand on it, don't remove your hand, and then click on trim. You click on trim. Can you see what happened now? So once I click on trim, I click on this one, move it aside. Can you see now? Cannot be able to see the background again. Can you see? We have been able to remove the background. So let me just zoom. Let me just zoom. Let me just zoom. So can you see now, if even if I place this image here, you observe that the background is no longer there. Can you see now? We are just seeing the red background now. So that is exactly how to remove a background that is closed. Okay, remember the one we remove, this one we remove it from outside. You begin to just use shape tool and begin to trace it out and all that. So but if you eventually have something like this, you use your pen tool. You can either use your eraser, you can still use your eraser. We have eraser here. Eraser, can you see eraser? Yes, you can still use your eraser. Something like, let me select this one. I can start to use my eraser and use it to remove the background stuff. But using eraser is not the best, but actually you can use eraser to remove this one. Let me just do it quickly. I'll zoom this part, this is the close part, so I can start to use eraser. This one is more bigger, then I'll come here to resize it. I see I'm clicking on this arrow that is here. It's more bigger too. I'll resize. So as I'm resizing, it's more smaller now. I'm going to just draw it this way, just this way. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? I'll just draw it this way. I'll just remove the background. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so once I'm able to close everything, I will leave it. Okay, once you're through, come here, click on pick two. So I'm able to remove this background, but let's just shake now. So you'll be able to now confirm the one that is more. Okay, let me just place it here. Can you see now? the red background is showing. This one, if I place it here, so you're going to see the red background. So let me just zoom it. Let's check out the one that is more amazing. Let's just zoom it more. So which one is more amazing? Can you see how this one is? Can you see how this one is? This one look like it look scattered, but this one looks more mature. Can you see? So it's always good to use pen tool, but if you're not conversant with pen tool, you can use eraser. Okay, but just know that as we keep on learning this, when we come when we get to the advanced one, we're going to learn how to just remove background of an image within 2 seconds. Okay, all these stress that we are just undergoing removing, you know how many minutes we have spent now just trying to remove this particular image. Okay, let's say for example now a client sent to many pictures to design for them, and you, let's say you have up to 5 or 10 pictures, it's obvious that you're going to take a day to remove all the pictures, which shouldn't be. Okay, but now we are in a digital world, so a lot of things have been made easier. But the more reason I'm bringing out this tutorial is for you to know where others are, because as time goes on those things might change, and not just changing. Most you can get a contract now, and that company might decide to say we want someone that can design with coreldraw very well. Then if for example now they say okay they might even decide to give you a rule that we don't want people that design with phone, and it's over that as you are in that office you don't make use of your phone and all that. So if you're on that state, it's obvious, and you don't know how to trace image using that same corridor, obviously you are also not competent on your work. Okay, so that is more easy. You need to learn everything, so don't just watch this video and just keep it. Try as much as possible to watch it, rewatch it, watch it again, do the practical, bring an image. Just start with a single image, please. Don't just get a group and an image where there is a group of people on it. Start from a single image. As you are able to get that single image, then you can now proceed with image that has 2 people on it, and then you proceed with group of people on an image. So this is how to do it. Make sure you follow it step by step. Practice it. Don't just watch the video. Practice. Practice. Remember, it's practice that makes perfect, and not learning. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I still remain the one and only Epiphanian. Let me know what you grab from this training on the comment section, and subscribe. Bye for now.